Hey there, my quilty friends. It's Jen from the Little Shop of Stitches. Happy Monday, everybody. It is a brand new week. Give me a higher hello in those comments below and let me know if everything is working the way it is supposed to for this hot and humid August week. We are in the dog days of summer, so you know what? We can't complain because it happens every year, doesn't it? Pam, good morning to you in California. Jackie and Barb. Sue Ellen, good to see you. Barb, thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate that. Judy in Iowa, good to see you, my friend. Linda is on here with us. The app is working the way it's supposed to. There we go. Facebook, Instagram coming right along behind. Tina, good to see you. Miss Channa, hello, my friend. Melissa from a steamy Michigan. That is very true. Trish and Wendy, thank you, my friends, for all of the comments. Morning, Miss Laurel, Karen, and Julie. Diana, good to see you. Hello, hello. So Julie's got a comment on there. It says, hey there, I've missed some of you goofy gals and even some of you not so goofy ones. Do we have any on here with us that are not so goofy? I don't think so. If you're on the Little Shop Live, you fall into that category. So before we roll into everything, I actually have a Peggy Post-it note. I know you're not surprised, right in my little hot hands with a couple of announcements. Little updates from last week. So for those of you who were with me live on Thursday, that was the day that I had the cute little pre-printed panels as well as those fabric rolls that are great for binding. Remember those rolls that are continuous? Well, yep, they sold out pretty darn quickly. They are not completely sold out. So I believe the rolls of those 2.5-inch strips that are continuous, I believe those are gone. However, I still have some of those pre-printed panels. And I did get a couple of notes from my quilty friends. Hey, Jen, can you get some more? And the answer is yes. Yes, I did place an order for both the ones that were on the wait list, the rolls and the panels, as well as some new things that I found and some new colors as well. However, I will remind you that this second round that we just went through took about 2 months to get to us, and I have no idea how long it might be. Everything in the shipping world is just moving a little bit slowly, especially when we're talking about going overseas. So go ahead and put your name on the wait list. Check the things that are in stock right now. Again, I have some of those pre-printed panels, but check the wait list to make sure your name is on the list for the things that you want. Mama just joined us. Everybody say hi, Mama. Secondly, today is August the 11th, which here you go. Brilliant mind from Jen. Tomorrow is August the 12th. So tomorrow is the last day for the early bird pricing for the Kimberbell event. And I'm going to put a link down below. This is the first Kimberbell event that is with so bringing back the virtual events from Kimberbell, and this one is actually happening in a month. So we still have time to sign up. That's not a problem. But the early bird pricing runs through tomorrow, and that is for the Hello Pumpkin event. So I went ahead and put a link down there. So if you are interested in that event, it behooves you, there's a fun word, it behooves you to sign up sooner rather than later. Now, what does that do? Well, it actually gives me a heads up. I'm going to place an order for those student kits on Wednesday. And that gives me an idea as to how many students we may have. And yes, I will order a few extras. So make sure that you order your student kit either today or tomorrow so you can take advantage of that. And last but not least, this one is for my Ohio friends. The Ohio sales tax holiday continues through August the 14th. That is later this week. And so for those of you who are thinking about treating yourself to something, you get those items tax-free no matter what they happen to be through the 14th. There we go. And I know that I had a whole bunch of quilty friends join me. Sue, Sharon, Hank, and Nikki. Hello, hello. Miss Marianne from Orlando, good to see you. Diana, good to see you as well. Gina's on here and she's with Joanne today. Always a pleasure and good to see you. Thank you, everybody, for those comments. And I believe I saw a question from Laurel. Do you have any dark navy shadow play? I know that I used to, but I don't remember off the top of my head, so I will try to remember to check when we are done here. So let's go through all the regular procedures. If this is your first time shopping with the Little Shop of Stitches and you happen to be on Facebook right now, whether you're on with me live or whether you're catching the replay, go ahead and type the word register. REGISTER, down there in that little comment bubble. Follow that little link that it will give you to click on and confirm your account, because that is what qualifies you to shop today's live sale. If you shop with the Little Shop of Stitches in the past, or if you're watching on Instagram, if you're on that Little Shop app, or if you're live on the Comment Sold Web with me, you do not need to type register. That is just for our brand new Facebook friends. Let's talk a little bit about local pickup and shipping. The Little Shop of Stitches is an online quilt shop, but I do offer a local pickup option for those of you in the Dayton, Ohio area. I will be at our Panera in Centerville this Friday from 2 to 4 in the afternoon with your bags of goodies. For my out-of-town friends, shipping is just $9 per week, unless your order is $100 or more, and then it ships for free. So combining shipping this week for 4 Little Shop Lives, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So out-of-town friends, I just hold on to your piles of goodies until Friday and then put everything together in one box, send it off to the post office. When we reconvene tomorrow at noon Eastern, I'll talk to you about how the system combines shipping through the end of the week. Jeannie from Phoenix, good to see you. Hello. Karen, good to see you as well. Barbara from Tennessee, always a pleasure. Paula and Marilyn, thank you everybody for all of your comments. So I'm going to step out of the way so that you can see the quilt that is hanging back behind me, because this is the quilt kit that is in the bubble up above my head. And those of you who are on the app, we had a little update last week, didn't we? So I think the new bubble is here. I always get confused with my left and my right. Not that I haven't learned that particular skill, but because everything is mirror imaged for me. And I think this is where the button is, and I think it looks a little different, doesn't it? So it doesn't say buy anymore. Those of you on the app, tell me if I'm right about that. It doesn't say buy anymore. It says sold, but I believe the process is still the same. Tell me if I'm right about that as well. It's hard for me to test this out. I can't watch myself live and be live at the same time. So I think there is a sold button, and we're going to sold add to cart instead of buy add to cart, which is what I'm used to saying for so many years. Other side, is this all oh my goodness. See, everything is completely backwards. Okay, bubble is so over here. So that sold bubble is on this side. So what you are seeing in that bubble, no matter what side it happens to be on, is the kit to make the quilt that is back behind me. Now I haven't cut it yet, and it does say buy. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. Again, I can't watch myself live and be live at the same time. That is not a skill that I have. I have not cut the kits yet. However, some of you who are super smart, you put your name on the wait list when I hinted at this little bit yesterday. Yep, it was yesterday that there were new things coming in that coming soon section on your app. And this is the whole kit and caboodle to make the quilt that is back behind me. It is called Midwinter Magic. That is actually the name of the collection we're going to see today from Northcott. The entire kit and caboodle includes the pattern that you see right here, all of the fabric to do the quilt top, as well as the binding fabric. Now this is a large throw. It measures 62 by 72, so it's definitely a good size. And if you would like to get on the list for a kit, the kit. Now I have all of the ingredients that I'm going to show you here in just a few seconds. I'm going to show you all of these. You're going to comment if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, if you're live on that Comment Sold Web with me, with the word sold, then put a space, then the letter A. Hit enter, and the system will put one of these on your list. Those of you on the app, somewhere up there, there's a bubble that says either buy or sold. And Tina, you have a really good point. There may be a case where you need to manually update your app. So some of you have updates automatically that go through. That's what happened to mine. For some of you, you may need to go in and manually update your app to get all of these updates. There we go. If you would like one of these and you're on the app, hit that bubble, no matter where it is, no matter what it says, and then add to cart. Oh, Marianne, so thank you so much for that compliment. That is very kind of you. Let's take a look now at just the pattern. Now, what I didn't say, and I'll try to slow myself down. Sorry, sometimes the brain has too many tabs open and it just doesn't go really well. If you would like just the pattern for Midwinter Magic. And this is the pattern for the quilt that is hanging back behind me. This is a good one to have. Tell you what, I'll move this. It does show it in 2 different colorways, but I only kitted the one that looks like this. This is a good one to have for those of you who really, really enjoy panels, because this is a quilt that you're going to be able to substitute a panel, and it does. Nikki's on here with a wedding panel. It is very similar to the one you did with the wedding panel. Yes, it is very, very similar. And if you love those panels, this is a regular size panel. Now, regular size, we're going to see it here in just a minute. It means it's about 24 by 44 in size, and that's what this takes. So you could substitute a different panel, build out your borders, just like you see here with different fabrics, and make this quilt over and over and over again. If you'd like a copy of the pattern, comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter B. All right, speaking of that panel, let's take a look at what it said. Now, how many of you were surprised this morning when those items plopped into your cart? Because that was a really quick. So I reminded those of you who have your Little Shop app, do you see me? Do you see me stalling just a little bit? I reminded you yesterday, only yesterday, 24 hours ago, that there were things new in your coming soon section. And lo and behold, it's right side up. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Northcott, Midwinter Magic. Here we go. T-Rex arms up. Again, this is a regular size panel. It's about 24 by 44. And let me tell you the details. Look at me do my Wilson impression. The details in these fabrics, and we're going to see some way close-ups that we have here in just a second, are absolutely stunning. So I will tell you another story as I'm scrolling this little guy up. Look how cute he is. This was supposed to arrive in June. It was supposed to arrive in June. It's about 2 months late. Remember at the top of the hour, I talked to you about things that are being shipped. They are running behind about 2 months for just about everything. But you know what? This was worth the wait. And I have to say, Northcott, in my humble opinion, has been upping their game just a little bit. Hank says she was surprised this morning, just a little bit with their fabric designing. They just keep getting better and better. So if you would like one of the panels, and you can do whatever kind of pattern that you want. You don't have to use the one that I showed you. Just comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter C. If you want more than one, because maybe you're thinking of more than one project, simply put a space and then a number, a 2 or 3, and then hit enter. And that way you don't have to fill out multiple comment bubbles for the same item. Those of you on the app, there's either a buy or a sold somewhere up there. Add to cart, that will do 1. Do it again, that will do 2, for however many of the panels that you would like to have. All right, let me see. Diana says she was surprised too that things plopped into her cart so early. Lori just joined us. Hello, Miss Lori. Celia's on here she is our resident techie guru. She's really good at techie kinds of things. For anyone here watching on an iPad, are you able to watch in landscape? Whenever I turn my iPad to the side, the view stays in portrait mode. The typing issue is, and I can't see the rest of the word, I think that says corrected. There we go. I hope so. Pam's on here. Love Northcott fabrics, colors, textures. Yes. There we go. And there we go. Stays in portrait mode as well. Well, it's always interesting in technology world, isn't it? It's always something new and fun. Now, I'm going to warn you right now. Get your fingers ready. Don't hesitate. There are a couple of these that I predicted were going to go to waitlist. This one has not yet. I predict that it will. And I checked this morning. The 2 that I have predicted will go to waitlist are still available from Northcott. So if something goes to waitlist today, go ahead and put your name on the waitlist so that I know how many more to try to get. It was available this morning. I usually give it about 24 hours because sometimes things plop from cart to cart. They just jump. Sharon's asking a great question. Is this collection a boutique? And the answer is no. It is not. It looks like one, doesn't it? It very much looks like one. This is digitally printed from Northcott, and this is an ombre. Tina, are you listening? It is and ombre, and I folded it a little bit differently so you can see, because it is not the same from salvage to salvage. So I folded it so you can see. One edge is a very, very deep, dark navy, almost indigo blue. And then it goes into some blues and some aquas and greens and goes down to kind of a turquoisey blue. This is one of the two that I predicted would go to waitlist. So let's see if I'm right. Comment with the word sold, type a space and put the letter D. If you want more than one, just add a space and then a number after that letter D. There we go. Let's take a look at some of the coordinates. Okie dokie. The coordinates that go along with Midwinter Magic. And yes, it very much looks like a batik, but it is not. This is actually the same fabric that's in one of the borders back behind me. And I do believe, is that upside down? I think it is. Staring at it. Does that look better? I think so. Doesn't that look a little better? This one is directional. So this is what I wanted you to see. Some of these details. Oh my goodness. So to me, it kind of reminds me of like a watercolor. This particular style, the kind that looks either like watercolor or looks like a batik that is not, is very, very popular right now. And you know me, I love these colors, the jewel tones with the purples and the blues and the teals and the greens. Oh my gosh. I love these. And I believe, yes, we have same but different coming up next. This is the lighter version. Comment with the word sold, type a space and put the letter E. Remember, if you want more than 1 yard, just put a space and then a number after that letter E. All right. Let's take a look at the second version, and my Post-it note is already falling off. Hold on. One moment. I'm okay. There we go. Change the bubble up above my head. This is the same but different. And truth be told, which way does it go? Nope, not that way. It goes the other way. Truth be told, take a look at that. I personally like this one better. I like the darker background with the blues. I love that those colors pop off that darker backgrounds. Anne's asking a question, and it sounds like we've got a little conversation about technology going on in the chat. On new format for the lives, where do you turn down the volume? So I believe on your device, you're going to have a volume button, whether it's your phone or your iPad or your laptop, whatever you happen to be. You have the ability to control your volume. And honest to goodness, no one really has ever accused me of being super loud, so I apologize. And oftentimes on these lives, what it is that I do talk a little bit louder because sometimes the volume doesn't catch me. So those of you who are on here with me live, tell me, am I being louder than normal? Tell me about the volume. This is the one with the ornaments on the dark background, on the dark blue. So if you'd like a yard of this one, and yes, it is directional, comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter F. Remember, if you want more than one, just add a space and then a number after that letter F. And I will scroll down so that I can see your comments. Julie says more definition on the darker one. There we go. Anne says it used to be on the screen. Wendy says I'm fine. Laurel says volume is good. Okay, have to pay attention. Okay, what? Now I think I've lost control of the class. For those of you who used to be teachers, remember that you knew the moment when you're like, you know what, they're gone. I just don't have them. Not loud. Husband walked in the room for a conversation. Okay, thank you. I thought maybe it was me and that I needed to turn my volume down. Midwinter Magic from Northcott. This is the first of two that are same but different. And believe it or not, I'm showing you my favorite one first. This is a lighter background, which doesn't normally come out of my mouth. Usually I like the darker backgrounds, but we have reindeer prance. Take a look. They're having so much fun. And I didn't tell you at the top of the hour because there's too many tabs open in my brain. I have added at the end some selections of my own. So we're going to take a look at the entire collection from Northcott. And then I am going to show you some of the ones that I have added on my own, and you can tell me whether or not you think they go along with it. And then we will finish up with our daily threads. And it does look like a batik, doesn't it? With that light background, kind of the watercolory, those fun snowflakes going all over everywhere. Is it directional? Jen is wondering. It kind of is, isn't it? Let's turn like this and take a look. See all of that. There it is. There are reindeer prancing. There we go. If you'd like a yard of this one, comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter G. All right. Now I promised you, same but different coming up next. For some of you, and I had to do a double take on this one. Okay, I lied. It's not same but different. I had to really do a double take. I had a double take. Is that quadruple take? Sure. There are reindeers on here. There are reindeer on this fabric. It's a really pretty aqua. Kind of brings out the lightness in some of these because a few of these are a little on the dark side. When I first got it out of that brown box, all I saw were the vines, the leaves. That previous one, I apologize. The previous one had snowflakes. This one doesn't have snowflakes. It has the vines. But the reindeer are hiding in there. The reindeer are hiding in there, and I didn't see them until this morning. Do you see them? Do you see them? Little silhouette. They don't pop out as much because this is a tone-on-tone and it's an aqua. At first glance, all I saw were the vines. Take a look. But it's almost like the reindeer are hiding, like in the woods, maybe. Do you see it? Do you see it? These little silhouettes. Yeah, there they are. Those little silhouettes. There we are. Laurel says she sees them. Comment with the word sold. Type a space and put the letter H. Wendy's asking, are those directional? Well, let's play our favorite game, boys and girls. Let's flip the fabric day. There we go. And you kind of have to do one of these or put your glasses on. I don't need my glasses. I'm fine. To see the reindeer. Take a look. And I think we're going to have to do audience participation. Let's turn it the other way. The bolt is now upside down. Do you see them? Do you see them? In my humble opinion, I think this one is non-directional. That's the way that I would use it, especially because this is a tone-on-tone. I feel like this one could be a pantry fabric for this collection, because it is the tone-on-tone. I like it. Laurel agrees with me. Non-directional. Now, speaking of non-directional, hey, Mama. Put your coffee down. You like this one. Yep, there we go. This is the first of two with snowflakes on it. So we're taking a look today at Northcott's Midwinter Magic. And guess what? Jen loves this blue. Let's get this one closer so you can see the details. It looks like a batik, doesn't it? It does. It looks like a batik, but it is not. So we've got a fun, I'm going to call it a cobalt blue, little bit of like an indigo purple kind of popping through with those turquoisey, teal, aqua kind of snowflakes. Let me pull it back. This is a little more true to color. And as I pull it back, actually, I see the purple more when I pull it backwards like that. Mama says, yes, she does like this one. I knew you would. Then don't hesitate, Mama. Ready? Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter I. There we go. Don't hesitate. Now, same but different. Mama, put your coffee down because you're going to like this one too. The lighter version might be slightly different, but the lights in this particular line is this. There was one that we saw with the reindeer that had kind of a white-ish background. The other lights are this aqua-y, teal-y kind of background. And this one, I'm going to call it a winter pantry fabric because anything that you have that has kind of snowflakies in it, this is probably going to go. Judy's on here. I just can't do snowflakes in August. Yes, you can. It'll cool you down just a little bit. Yes, you can. Take a look at the snowflakes and the pretty colors that are in that one. Turquoise, and aqua, a little bit of a smaller scale in my humble opinion than the other one. If you'd like a yard of this, comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter J. All right, laying that one down, I'm gonna go ahead and tell everybody, put your coffee down. This one, believe it or not, already went to waitlist. Remember, I told my friends who have their Little Shop app yesterday to go ahead and look at that coming soon section, and you did. And you put your name on the wait list, and this one went so far as to already be in there. For some of you, they're already sitting in your cart. This one is already in your cart. For some of you, you may not have seen it, and you're going to want to put your name on the wait list right now so that I know how many more yards of this one to try to order from Northcott. So Northcott is calling this one a texture. I'm just going to call it pretty. Look at this. It is not a batik. For those of you who, like me, love your jewel tones, it just kind of looks like, so there are alcohol ink markers, there are watercolors, there's bubble paint that you can do with preschoolers that kind of looks like this. Whatever it is just really, really pretty with all of those fun colors. The greens, the aquas, the turquoise, the blue, the purple, all right here. Does it have any snowflakes? No, it does not. Does it have any reindeer? No, it does not. So there's a whole lot of other things that you might come up with to do with this one. And yep, it's already on the wait list. So go ahead and add your name. Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter K. If you want more than one, just add a space and then a number, a 2 or 3, and then hit enter. Okay, building a fabric fort. I'm really good at that. The next two are I'm going to call them pantry fabrics, sort of, kind of, that Northcott included with this collection. Now, they called the print Starry Sky. I think I renamed it because I didn't like that. I just called it dark blue. Boy, that was creative of me. I don't see a sky. Tell me if you agree or not. I see bubbles. I don't know what that says about me. I'm not sure. We can do the ink test, the ink blot test a little bit later. But look at all of the different shades of blue. There's a navy, there's a cobalt, there's a lighter blue, and then we have all of these there's a little bit of like an aqua-y turquoise popping in there. A little bit of a purple, believe it or not. A little bit. So I see bubbles. Either way, it's pretty. Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter L. Jill agrees with me. She also sees bubbles. I did not see a starry sky. I see bubbles. There we go. Judy says, first thought was how astral. Did I do that? A-S-T-R-A-L. Astral. Laurel says it looks like a sky with stars. Okay, same question, different color. Purple people. All kinds of fun jewel tones in this one, and this one's going to add a little bit of some things falling into me, and I'm okay. A little bit of a purpleness to it. Now, the pattern that we saw at the top of the hour, there was a blue version, which is what this is. There's also a purple version. I only kitted up the blue version, but if you got the panel, remember that panel that was back behind me, and you wanted to make yours just a little more purplier, then bluer, sure, then this is the one that's going to do it. And it has, again, those bubbles, starry sky, call it whatever you want. Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter M. Judy says I pronounced that word right. Good, because I was a little afraid of that one, not gonna lie. Okay, now the things that are falling into me are the fabrics that I chose to go along with it. So we just saw the entire collection. And yes, I did get the entire collection, which is unusual for me, but it wasn't a huge collection. How many were there? I don't know, 10 or 12. And I added some ones that I thought kind of went along with it. So you tell me how I did. So let's see. Once an item's in your cart, can you update quantity there? Oh, you can update quantity there. No need to hit buy multiple times. Oh, well, that's another new update. Thank you, Miss Lori. See, we're all learning together as we go through this technology. These are batiks, and these are from Timeless Treasures. And there's two reasons that I think you're going to see it right away. Two reasons that I picked these to show you today with this particular collection. Number one, the colors go along with the colors. Now this is a batik. Again, this is a Timeless Treasures. The name of the line is Frost. So it has a little bit of a Christmassy, wintry kind of feel, but the colors pretty darn close. Now this one's going to be a batik, so you can use either side, doesn't matter. The second reason that I chose to show you these today is that the theme went right along with it. So we saw snowflakes and reindeer in the fabrics that we saw from Northcott. We're going to see snowflakes and reindeer in the batiks from Timeless Treasures. This is the first one. This is the color of winter. That's what they called it. Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter N. If you want more than one, just add a space and then a number after that letter N. I'm going to put this over here because I'm making a pile. Same but different. We've got same but different twice. These are batiks from Timeless Treasures that go along with the colors and the theme of Midwinter Magic from Northcott. So take a look. This is the same as we saw before. This one is called Sleigh. So we truly have a almost a tie-dye in the background. So we've got a very, very pale kind of bluish. We've got some purpley. We've got purpley. That's a color, right? The color of purpley. Then we have some blue and kind of a denim color. And then there's a really, really, really slate blue for the reindeer going on. And this happens to be our Sesame Street item of the day, boys and girls. Say it along with me. If you'd like a yard of this one, comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter O. It doesn't matter if it's a capital O or a lowercase o, it just can't be a zero. Sold space zero and the computer doesn't know what we're talking about. This pretty batik was brought to you today by the letter O. Putting that one down. Then for my purpley people, we have same but different a third time. These are the reindeer, and lo and behold, this one is called Reindeer. There you have it. It is a pinky purple in the background, and the reindeer on this one really, really pop out because that is kind of a dusty plum color, believe it or not. So if you wanted something to brighten this up just a little bit, because it is a little bit on the dark side, this one could be it. And it goes right along with the theme with the reindeer going here, there, and everywhere. And I do believe these reindeer, I think, are non-directional, mostly. You can play with your reindeer when you get it. You can name them too. Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter P. Couple more from the Timeless Treasures. This is the Frost collection that goes along with the theme for Midwinter Magic. This one is a little bit of a skinny bolt, so if you like this one, don't hesitate. And again, the theme and the colors just went along with. And this is another one that would be good to lighten it up just a little bit. So we've got kind of a lavender lilac-y background in this batik. This is a batik with the snowflakes going on. And again, it would be a nice one to brighten it up just a little bit. Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter Q. And then, but wait, there's more. We have ice. Got vanilla ice in my head now. Ice, ice, baby. You're welcome. There's your earworm for the day, boys and girls. Let me pull this back just a little bit. The fact that these look like batiks, these are batiks, the colors are almost spot on, and we've got the same theme. So the reindeer, the snowflakes repeating. I love the fact that this one has the aqua colors as well as the blues and the teals and the turquoises going on. This one is the Timeless Treasure snowflake in the ice color. Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter R. And remember, if you want more than one, just add a space and then a number after that letter R. Now I'm going to very quickly run through a few pre-cuts. So perhaps you have something else in mind for this particular line. So remember, the entire line is Northcott, Midwinter Magic. I added a few of those batiks from Timeless Treasures. That was Frost. And I have a few of their pre-cuts. Now these, again, these are Timeless Treasures. These are pre-cuts. This is the 10-inch square pack. There are 42. There are 42 10-inch squares inside of here. And again, the theme goes along with the color scheme goes along with. So you might want something just to build it out just a little bit more. This is the 10-inch square pack. Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter S. Same but different. We now have the jelly roll. This is just a flat jelly roll. This is the way that Timeless puts their 2.5-inch strips together. Now there are 40 2.5-inch strips inside. Now look at that. I love the fact that they do this. Honest to goodness, I love the fact that they lay them all out so you can see the colors. Do you see how nicely that goes together? Oh my goodness. If you would like the jelly roll, don't tell Moda, with the frost batiks, comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter T. And then they do the same thing for their charm packs. Again, don't tell Moda. These are 5-inch squares. These are the batiks from Timeless Treasures called Frost. So you can even see the theme is there. And some of the ones that we saw, the little reindeer are tucked in there. Some of the snowflakes that we saw are tucked in there, as well as several of the other ones. 5-inch squares, and there are 42 inside of here. Comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter U. Laurel's asking, are those straight cut? Yes. I think you can see, now this is that back? Wait. So it's backwards to me because everything is in reverse from what I see. Can you see this? Can you, so truly I'm asking, is it going right sides the way it's supposed to? So it is machine cut. So Timeless is now machine cutting their pre-cuts. So yes, they are machine cut. Nikki says another update. What have you already shown? What you have already shown scrolls vertically instead of horizontal. Well, that's fun. There's all kinds of new things going on in the Little Shop app. We'll probably find some more. So it is correct. Thank you, Marianne. Let's take a look at our daily thread, which is one of the things that I really enjoy doing because I like playing with the colors. And this one makes my eyeballs happy. Yes, it does. This is our daily Aurifil. This is a cotton. This is a 50 weight. There are 1,300 meters on each and every one of the Aurifil spools. So it's going to last you a good long time. This is color number 1243. 1243. And the name of it, this is the one that I disagree with Aurifil. They call it Dusty Lavender. No, they got it wrong. This is purple. This is purple, and it goes along with the purples that we see in this collection. If you would like a spool of purple, comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter V. Secondly, today for our daily threads, this is our daily Superior So Fine. Doesn't that make your eyeballs happy also? So the So Fine is also a 50 weight, but this is a polyester. There are 550 yards on each and every one of the So Fine spools. This one happens to be color number 432, and the name of it is Your Highness. There you go. I believe this is supposed to be Kate and her fancy dancy ring that she has. If you would like a spool of Your Highness, comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter W. And I took a little bit of creative liberty with this last one because I can. A little bit. Yes, I did. I will get it closer here in just a second. This is our daily Ice Accord. Ice Accord is also a polyester, but this is a 40 weight, so it's just a little bit thicker than the other two threads that we just saw. Ice Accord was made for machine embroidery. However, it also does free motion quilting, top stitching, and the decorative stitches on your sewing machine really, really nicely. Each and every one of the Ice Accord spools has 1,000 meters on it, and this, as I think you can see, is a variegated Ice Accord, color number 9971. Name of it is Emerald City. So it is a little bit greener. However, we do see some greens in this particular line. So Emerald City has some greens and some aquas and a little bit of kind of a reddish purple going on in there. And so I thought, you know what? I like that. We're going to take a look at that today. If you would like a spool of Emerald City, comment with the word sold, type a space, and put the letter X. Laurel says it matches the big border with the ornaments perfectly. There we have it. I liked that one too. So let's talk a little bit about what happens right now. And then let's talk a little bit about what happens tomorrow. You have some really, really pretty things sitting in your shopping cart. Now you do have 12 hours in which to check out, but I'll start working on your orders as soon as I see them coming through. For my local friends, I will be at our Panera in Centerville this Friday from 2 to 4 in the afternoon with your bags of goodies. And for my out-of-town friends, shipping is just $9 per week unless your order is $100 or more, and then it ships for free. Wendy's asking, I missed it. Will you make more kits of the deer? The answer is yes, if I can. So some of them plopped into carts first thing this morning. So go ahead and put your name on the wait list if you would like one of those kits. That was the very first thing that I showed earlier. Thank you for the question. And then I will take a look. Take a look and also check the wait list. Did you see that? They intertwined. A little bit later, either later today, probably early tomorrow morning as things finish bouncing from cart to cart, to see exactly how many kits need to be made, exactly how many more of the bolts need to be ordered. Keep your fingers crossed, and I will do my best to get some more from Northcott. As of early this morning, I could still get some. So always better to check out sooner rather than later, but know that you do have that wiggle room on the clock as well. For those of you who the things plopped into your cart earlier, though, remember your clock started ticking. I think it was about 9:30 my time this morning. So your clock started ticking as soon as it landed into your cart. So once again, I will be right back here in your Facebook, in your Instagram, in your Little Shop app, and live on the Come Sold web tomorrow at noon Eastern with another Little Shop Live. So between now and tomorrow, go wash your hands and sew something.